Hello and welcome to KYNG TV. I'm Emily Morris.
And I'm Jen Kirk.
And I'm Lincoln Jesser, and we're here bringing you the news from Training and Elections 2 at Camp Roberts in beautiful Paso Robles, California.
Bob 2 is known for the elections of Lieutenant Governor and the primary elections of Secretary of State and Youth Governor.
Bob 2 is also awesome for new delegates wanting to learn new skills in the political arena.
Speaking of skills, there was some pretty mad action on the dance floor last night at the annual Square Dance.
We have Sarah and Jeremy to tell us the story.
Yeehaw!
Hi, my name is Sarah Haddam.
Jeremy Pearl reporting from the hoedown. Alright, Chris, how do you think this is a good place for students and teachers to bond?
This is a great place. People get to interact with people they normally wouldn't see and get to have a great time doing it.
Thanks. So, do you think this is a good fun place to do? You know, just hang out, meet a few new people?
Absolutely. I mean, look at all these people having fun. You normally don't see these amount of people here. So it's great that all these people came out tonight.
Great. Thank you so much.
And so are you having fun at this home now? It's the first night of Bob 2. Are you having a good time?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I usually don't do these types of things, but, you know, for once, it's a lot of fun.
Okay. And who's your partner? Who's your dance partner?
My partner's Emily Rosma.
Okay, and how do you think this is good for your campaign? Do you think this is a good, motive for your campaign?
I think it's always good to participate in activities, but I think it's just more fun than anything.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ryan Cho.
Alright, Mr. Cow, what inspired the costume?
Just seemed like it'd be a lot of fun with a lot of other fun people. I don't know, just seemed like a fun idea.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
Can I touch your udders?
Yeah, sure.
Alright guys, that's all we got, milking the cow!
So the hoedown is being a tradition at Bob 2 for a very long time. How long have you been a part of this tradition?
I suspect it's been about 20 years that we've been doing it here.
Wow, that's awesome.
Now, with the hoedown, how do you think this adds to the community of YNG?
The best part is that everybody is meeting people that they wouldn't meet in any other way while they're here. That's why I think it matters.
We just picked up our dates to the dance, so we're going to go have a good time. I'm Sarah.
I'm Jeremy.
Have a good night.
Woo!
I've got to admit, those were some pretty sweet skills. Lincoln, did you end up going to the dance?
As a matter of fact, I did, and I have to say the experience was truly enlightening. I can now confidently assert that I do-si-do with the best of them. Next, we'll take a closer look into the mind of the youth and government electorate. What does it take for a candidate to be considered electable? Emily and Margarita delve deeper into the minds of California's next leaders.
With 14 candidates running to be our 62nd youth governor, it seems it would be difficult to choose who to vote for.
The candidates all brought something unique to the table and all spoke passionately about their desire to lead.
That's a crazy amount of ideas flying around our head, wouldn't you say?
Sure is. So how is it the delegates going to choose who to vote for?
We spoke to a few delegates ourselves and asked them what qualities they look for in a potential youth governor.
Some commonly mentioned qualities were having the ability to speak well and with confidence.
Another one was having set goals that they're willing to do anything to achieve.
And being a charismatic leader that is outgoing, personable, and willing to reach out to every single delegate. Some candidates mentioned were Mark Webster, Brian Farb, and Oliver Middlestead.
Whether it's a charismatic leader or somebody who just speaks well, hopefully this election will yield a result that every delegate will be happy with. Back to you.
We've received word that in the YNG press corps room, reporters are not allowing YNG executives to dance around their questions. We've got Marquita and Jackie with the story.
Hi, my name is Jackie Pack.
And I'm Marquita Cottenham.
And today we were reporting at barrack number 5320 at the press conference held by Rolf Davidson, the Associate Executive Director, Stacey Cruz, the lead staff of Press Corps, and Steve Wilmot, our YNG CEO and President.
But this press conference isn't real. It's all a setup to test how the press corps reacts to a breaking news situation.
Let's see how they handle it.
Well, we did a mock press conference giving an example of a delegation that had gone missing at T&E 2. Well, in conversations with the broadcast and print media staff, we decided that we wanted to present the delegates an opportunity for a real live news situation that was topical and urgent, so that we could give people an example of the power of the media. They did outstanding. It was a lot of fun. I was really impressed with the quality of the questions that came from the delegates. They were attentive and engaged and really thought through the process well. It was hard to keep a straight face, to be honest. The situation was almost believable and a little bit ridiculous to have an entire delegation missing, and I caught myself a couple times almost breaking into laughter. Well, I think the press really has a responsibility in government to tell the truth and to dig and find it, to be the truth tellers of government, and to monitor policymakers. And so I really want the press to dig and find the stories.
Well, I think that all of our press reporters as a whole handled the situation really well. I felt that as soon as the news was brought to us, that we focused our attention on getting all the facts as soon as we could so we can get out there and try to get the delegation found. My main goal would be when it comes to reporting a story, you have to get all the facts, as we always do. You got to get the facts, but also to bring life into the story that we tell. You know, to make this story interesting so it catches people's eye and it makes them want to read it and keep reading newspapers and keep looking for news. You know, so mainly just to get the facts and breathe life into the story that you have.
Well, the press corps did a great job in handling the situation.
Great questions were thrown at Rolf Davidson, and it is evident that they are fully prepared for future breaking news situations.
Good job, press corps. I'm Marquita Cottonham.
And I'm Jackie Pack.
Now back to you.
Excellent story, Jackie and Marquita. Now we'll take a look at the new and exciting exchange program, which should prove to be an amazing opportunity for some delegates. We've got Hannah and Sudana with the story.
Hello, I'm Sudana Madrano.
And I'm Hannah Dykstra.
Bridging the gap between NorCal and SoCal can sometimes be a difficult concept to grasp. Well, this year, the NIC staff will be bridging the gap between the East and West Coast. 6 to 8 new delegates, assisted by 2 advisors, will be joining us at SAC this year, while we'll be sending 12 of our own delegates to their model legislature this March.
Michigan has an extensive delegation, almost as large as ours, which makes it a perfect candidate for an exchange partnership. The cost for this informative and life-changing experience is estimated to range between $650 and $800, including airfare and accommodations. More news of this exciting opportunity to come. Back to you.
Well, I'm hoping one of those Michigan boys is looking for a date to the dance. But unfortunately, I won't be able to wear my hot pink dress due to the new dress code regulations. Quinn and Catherine have the story.
61st MLC will be required to follow a more stringent dress code than in previous years. Included in these new guidelines are 3/4 length sleeves, heels no taller than 2 inches, muted colors, and no pattern tights. Advisor Crystal Smith explains that due to problems that have arisen from the more lenient dress code in previous years, program directors have been forced to create a dress code that is more clearly defined. Furthermore, Y&G wants to put the focus back on politics instead of fashion.
Delegate Shelby Cummings understands these new dress codes, however, is very unhappy with the encroachment on her freedom of choice. Will these new changes be drab or fab? Only Sacramento will tell.
And that's the spin from Catherine and Quinn. Back to you in the studio.
I'm sorry to hear about the change in regulation, Quinn and Catherine. I guess I'll have to take an inch or two off my stilettos. Let's take a step or two back in history with Matt, who has the story on a World War II recreation taking place on site.
So this year at Camp Roberts, there's been much speculation about World War II reenactments and Nazis here at camp. So I'm here with the RPS, and we're here to talk to them. And what are your main goals in coming here?
The goal is to preserve American history and world history.
Okay, and with this preservation today, what are you reenacting?
The scenario this weekend was the Battle of the Bulge.
Are there ever any injuries that happen, or do you guys use fake bullets?
We fire blanks. And there are rules, there are safety rules.
What are these vehicles and how do you guys possess them?
Well, they are armored vehicles, tanks, and transport vehicles for the battles that we reenact.
Okay, well, it seems like you guys are doing a great job to history and you guys are having a lot of fun. And back to you in the studio. I'm Matthew Arkfeld reporting for KYNG.
Well, that's about all the time we have for today, delegates.
But don't fret, friends. You'll be seeing more of us in SAC. Lincoln and I will be heading the nightly news.
And I'll be heading up the morning show, so be sure to tune in to KYNG TV in Sacramento.
I'm Lincoln Jesser.
And I'm Jen Kirk.
And I'm Emily Morris, wishing you a good night.